What's up, my people? We are back today with another breakdown. Now, today's breakdown is rather interesting. It's quite interesting what we have today. So, I am breaking down the section of the song Never Forget by Sampa the Great. There's a section in that song where there's like a drum break. Now, that drum break is what I'll be breaking down. Okay, so I'm just gonna play part of it. Yeah, just that should be enough. Okay, so that's what's going on. I'm sure a lot of people have heard this kind of drum pattern a lot. So I was very much intrigued with this one. So it was a very huge challenge for me, but yeah, I'm happy that I did do what I did with it. So let's jump right into this breakdown. So if you notice, there's a drum playing. There's a lot going on, but there's a drum that's playing like an off tune, like rhythm. It's like dun 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 dun, and then there's the normal tugudun tugudugudun tugudugudun tugudugudun. So I don't know if this is entirely Kalindula. I'm not 100% sure, but you can always drop in the comment section and we will talk about that. So what do I have here? I have started with the normal. Now with this, I'm very positive it was played like with actual drums. So one thing I was trying to replicate with this is that not all the notes are going to have the same. Not all the notes are going to have the same what like tone or tune. You have some of them that are like a bit off tune, okay, and you have them like it's a traditional drum. And when I was young, like we used to have these traditional drums at the church I used to go to, and like every morning we would like put them in the sun so that the sun could make the animal skin a bit soft. Yeah, and that would also help with the tone that would be produced. So I'm guessing it's a similar thing going on here. So not all the notes are going to have the same. Is it a tune? I don't know. I'm I think I'm losing myself a bit there, but I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. So I think with this I was playing with that a little bit. So I'm pulling up the sampler here. So let me just play that again, just this particular one. So you can hear that there's parts of this where it's like going off tune and then it comes back, it's going off tune. So I was playing around with the notes down here. Is it this one? Yeah. So if you can see here, there's velocity, there's repeat. Now what I'm interested in is this note that's down here. This note. So you can actually change the key of this. You can increase the pitch. The pitch is the word I was looking for. Yeah, pitch is the word I was looking for. So you can increase the pitch either higher or lower. So if with me I was playing around with that, just making sure it's like just playing around with it. Yeah, so the pitch is what I was looking for. So I'm sure you can hear that. And then the second thing I have here is this. Now this on its own sounds horrible, like it didn't even sound like it can fit in here. But one thing that's standing out from this is you can hear the tang 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 tang. Now that's something that really stood out for me. Again, it's something that I did have to plot. I have a lot of things going on in here. Again, just playing around with velocities. Now on its own, it don't sound as good, but obviously as you keep on adding layers, this is going to disappear and it's going to blend in with everything that you're doing. And then I had more bongos down here. Now this is the one that I was meaning with playing with the pitch. So you can hear that there's times when it's like dipping and then it comes back up with the pitch. It goes down. Yeah. So with that, again, I was playing with the pitch, just playing around with them. I have like a G sharp, which is like an A flat. I was doing the same thing with that. Yeah, not much going on, but I have like maybe two notes that were tuned up or down rather. Yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Okay, not much going on with that. And then I have again something that's not making sense on its own, but as things keep on coming, like they are going to fit in the context. Then I have more claps down here, nothing much on that, just normal claps. And then I have, now I think this is complementing this. They're playing almost the same thing. Now playing them together, you can hear how much of this is going off, like how the pitch is going high and low. Yeah, so in context with this, you can hear how it's like dipping. So bringing everything back. Now before I move on, I had these I had my friends come over and do this it's actually called ululating. Yeah, I think it's ululating. I think, yeah. Here we call it something else. So when I actually found out what it's called, I was quite shocked that there's an English word for that. Yeah, so I had my friends that do that. I had to record them doing that. So ululating. You can see here it's called Utumbundu. At the time, I didn't know what that was called. So later on, I was watching a movie and then the subtitles they had put ululating, and I was like, what? Yeah, so I did learn something new from that. Okay, so back to the video. So bringing everything back slowly, I'm going to bring the main elements and then I'll bring those things that are off. So I'm just gonna have to loop that, probably that. Okay, so. Okay, so I'm sure you can hear now that it's all making sense. Now, the secret with these is once you have your foundational groove going, like it has to be up there. So with me, it was which is the first thing here. Okay, which is that. So now, if I play the first one and then bring the second thing in, you can hear now that it's starting to make sense now that like now that they're coming in context with the main groove that's going on. Yeah. So again, this is a raw project, so obviously getting your levels right, and it. I think it sounded way better on the actual project than here. Now this session that I have here, this is the one that I used to record the vocals. Now you can see they're just grouped, they're just double. So I was doing like left right kind of thing just to get that stereo image. So this is what they sound like. I think they're quite high in my ears. So yeah, so this is just a session that like I recorded the vocals separately, and then I bounced this, took it in the other project. So excuse me. Yeah, so that's what's going on with this. A very interesting thing going on. So again, if you know what kind of music this is, or if you know what kind of groove this is, I'm not entirely sure if it's Kalindula. So you can please drop it in the in the comment section. I would love to know what it's about. Yeah, so that's about it for this. I hope you had fun. Again, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.